Hello everyone, it is Susan here and welcome to my crafty chit chat and slow stitching video, which I post every Monday. And today I have been I feel like I'm working on five different things. And I don't know, I just wanted to share with you things that I've found in my stash while I'm looking for other things and just kind of chat. Let's chat. So, if you didn't know, Susan Taylor Brown is hosting a new challenge to do a black and white just because book, and you can do it in fabric or paper or whatever you want. So I'll have her link below in my description box. So as I was looking for my black and white fabric, which I will show you probably at the end of this video because I might start cutting up the fabric for the book as well. But I was also looking for the new prompts for the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery project for the month of April. And I just found a whole bunch of stuff and I just kind of want to share it. So first of all, let me just kind of say that this is the little iron that I use. And I have it out because I want to iron the fabric cover that I'm going to be using for my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. And I don't know. I think it's a good little iron. If anybody's looking for one, I'll leave that there for a second. You can take a screenshot if you wish. I mean, I got it on Walmart.com, and it's not expensive. I don't buy anything super expensive anyway, so I don't remember what it was, but it's not going to be super expensive. But I like it. It works very, very well for a little iron. It gets really, really hot. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that because I had it out and I figured I would share it. All right, so then let me share this. I don't even know what to go to next. So as I was looking through my fabrics for the prompts for Roxy's Journal as well as the black and white fabrics for Susan's collab or challenge, yeah, I ran across these things. Are you guys like me where I had all of this set aside to make a project out of? Because, well, it's beautiful together, right? It's absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, so I don't know. I forgot that I had this set aside for a project. I don't know. So I thought I would share that with you. It's like, surprise! Surprise, you have more work to do. And then the second thing that I ran across that I totally forgot about was this. So, I'm having a giveaway in May, and I'll have a few different things I'm giving away, and it's for my retirement. And at one point, I was thinking of making this as one of the giveaway prizes, but I don't think I even need it anymore. I had all the fabrics and everything all selected. So what it is this is actually a piece of a curtain, an inexpensive white curtain from Walmart. And this was going to be what I was going to do slow stitch on for a wall hanging. And then these are the pieces that, this was a little cluster that I had made. And this beautiful piece here. And then these fabrics. I don't even remember pulling these things out, to be totally honest. I really don't. But I like them. So, maybe I need to do something with this at some point, right? I mean, they're really pretty. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get to it for May, but maybe I'll have another giveaway at some point, or maybe I'll make it and I'll just keep it. That's always an option. Um, so I found that. That's like a little kit, right? Like I make these, like, I guess I should call them like little kits where I don't know. It's one of the things that I so much enjoy doing is making kits from my stash. I'm gonna remove this, and I'm actually on an ironing board, and it's very colorful. I need to put different fabric on it, but you'll probably see the really colorful ironing board underneath. I like working on an ironing board, a real ironing board, because I like that. I like the height of it, and it's close to my tripod, and it just works really, really well. So when I feel like standing and recording, I do. Okay, so so I was looking through this Christmas stash for the black and white Just Because book challenge. And because I knew that I had, and I'm not going to show you all of the fabrics, I'll show it in a few minutes, but I knew I had, where is it? I knew I had this, which of course, I mean, here it is April, and yeah, but I love snowmen, so, you know, and it's a Just Because book, so I can do whatever I want just because. So I went looking through this, what I thought was all Christmas. So it's this big bin filled with fabrics. It's filled with fabrics. And I thought it was all Christmas. I did. And so I went through to look for that little snowman fabric. And as I was going through here, let me get rid of the Christmas stuff. Well, first of all, I found this. So like the Roxy Journal of Stitchery collaboration has, for April, it is Country Cottage and Old Quilt fabric. Those are the two prompts for April. And I ran across this and I'm like, well, how cute is that? But that would be like cheating because it's already like all done, you know, so I wouldn't use that. But, oh, here's some more of this. Look at that. I got even more. And so as I was going through and I was digging down, right, this is still Christmas over here. This is all Christmas on this side over here. And look what I found. I found all this beautiful autumnal fabric. What the heck is it doing it in with my Christmas stuff? Can somebody please tell me? It's like, and it's gorgeous. I mean, I call it autumnal. I mean, you don't have to use it for autumn. I mean, it's got such pretty fabrics. I mean, look at that. That's perfect for spring. I need to pull that out. Yep. So I found this in there. So I need to remove this from this bin because, well, I thought I had all Christmas in this bin. Beautiful pieces. Sorry. So anyway, so that needs to come out because that is in the wrong spot. So then as I'm looking through here, I found this, and I think that I might use this for the Country Cottage for Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. So, like, I don't know, like maybe, like, I don't know if I would use this whole piece. I could, let me see the size of it. I think it would fit, but it would probably take up my whole block. So it is 6.5, and I'm just gonna measure, I think from the top of this tree to maybe right here. So just about a little less than 7 inches. So I don't know, or I could cut out this right here, like with this tree. I could do that, and then I could stitch this in, because what I was going to do was take fabric and just kind of piece together a cute little cottage and do that. Then I saw this and I'm like, wow, maybe I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to pull it out because just because I had it with my Christmas stuff, it doesn't mean that it's all Christmas, right? And then like just looking through this, like this isn't necessarily Christmas. I don't know. I think I need to go through my stash. Well, that's a quilted piece. I'm like, so I'm going to actually pull this out as well because I was thinking last night that I don't really have old quilted pieces, but that's quilted. It's green, but it's a quilted piece, so I'm going to pull that out. And then the other thing that I was going to use for my quilted piece, where did I get this from? So this is a little vintage quilt brooch. I would take the pin off of it. It's on a pin, but that is, well, vintage quilt. And it was from, I placed an order a while back from Jeanology on Etsy. Yeah, if you're looking for jean fabric, they have an awesome selection and they sell like jean pockets and stuff like that. Super cool. And I had ordered this, so I have that. So now I have two pieces of old quilted fabric. So that's good. So that it was well worth looking through this little bin here. I mean, I definitely need to go through it though. That's not necessary. That's not Christmas. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I need to stop looking. I do. I have this beautiful gold fabric. Yep. Okay, so that was part of what I wanted to show you there. Now I'm going to show you my black and white fabric for Susan's challenge. Okay, sorry, I have to put that to the side. All right. Let me put this back here so you're not blinded by that yellow and blue. Okay. This is what I have selected so far for, well, I'm not even going to say so far. I'm not going to say that because, because as far as fabric goes, I think that might be it as far as fabric goes. Now, I can look through my little happy box, right? I have this bin filled with yumminess. So I can go through here to see what maybe I can find. I actually have, look at this beautiful piece. It's a black, I'm going to pull that out. And it has sequins on it. Beautiful trim. See that? Oh my gosh, I'm pulling that out. Oh, here's some more black. And plenty of white. I'm just going to pull a chunk of this out. So this is from my happy box. Oops, sorry, just hit my camera. Sorry. Here's a little, I'm going to pull this out as well. Oh my gosh, my happy box makes me so happy. Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm just going to move that to the side. So that is one happy box that I have. And this is actually another happy box. And this is where I have fabric pieces, mainly that I've used. And, it's a fairly good size that is left. Look at this thing. It's black. Don't know what it is, but it's black. I'm going to take it out. And then I have in this happy box, I have this other little bin of all this beautiful white lace and pieces of like linen and stuff. So I'm sure I will be using that as well. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take that out. Okay, so now we're building up my stash, right, for Susan's challenge. So far I have that. I have all of this that I just pulled out, right? All this lace, black and white. I have this black lace. I have more black lace. Here it is, or here's some of it anyway. So I have a good amount of lace. So here's some more black lace. Like, look at how beautiful this is. That's what, maybe 3 inches wide. And here's another up here. And then I have some here. In fact, here is that piece. How beautiful. All right, so that's what I'm going to pull out for that kind of stuff. I do have, I'll show you the fabrics in a second. I want to do those last because I think I'm going to start cutting them. Then I have all this fun fiber stuff. Now this has maybe a little gray in it, but I think I'm going to pull this out because I think, oh, that's my little hamster guy. I think he looks like a hamster. Yeah, so I'm going to pull that out as well. And so I'm going to have my little hamster guy. Now, let's look at the fabric. So this is going to be a black and white just because book. Now, you can make it any size that you want. You know, it's up to you. And my my first just because book was 4 inches by 6 inches, which I love that size. But I've been wanting to make a small one. Maybe, I don't know, how big is that? 2 by 3, maybe, ish. But I don't know. I don't know. So let me show you the fabric. So you saw my little snowman. Okay, so I have this, which is cut up, but it's just beautiful. And what I realized when I was doing this was, you know, pulling out the fabrics was, like, to me, at first, it looked like, oh my gosh, like I have a lot of black and white until I actually pulled white out. So let me pull a piece of this up here. So then I pulled this and I'm like, wow, all this other fabric that I have is not white. But I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it because it's off-white. Now, will I add some white to it? I might because, well, my little snowman, he's white. Well, almost white, right? So anyway, so I have this, which I have used on different things. I have some of it already cut. So I have that. I have this. This is a piece of canvas, which I have had for so many years, and I've been using it a lot. And the color of it is just like, look at these patterns together. Like, how awesome is this? Like, just look at that. Like, I'm like in love with all of these patterns. So there's those. There is this piece, right? The small, like plaid. Then I have the big, what is it called? What is that plaid called? I'll think of it. It's escaping me at the moment, but I actually purchased this a few years ago because I used it. I put a cover on like a fake leather scrapbook that I used for my December daily. It was a few years ago, and I have some of the fabric left over. So I like that. Like, look at all these prints together. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they gorgeous? I just love them. I just love them. So there's those. Those are my main fabrics. And then I have more. I got more. I actually found a piece of black fabric. Like, look at that. I didn't even know I had that, but I do. So I have that. I have this striped black and white. I have 2 pieces of that, so I'll definitely be pulling that in. I have these. These are like so fun. Like, look at how fun these pieces are. All black and white or off-white. Like, this one is more white, where it's lighter. But this one is all about food. Yep. So I have these. Then I like to add a pop of pink to my black and white projects. Always have, and it's no different. And then I found this. I'm like, I think I'm going to add that piece of fabric with that pop of pink. Is that not perfect? So I think I'm going to do it. I think I am. We'll see. But I did pull this out because it's one of my favorite pieces of fabric of all time. Yes, it is. I love it. Love the colors. And then I have this piece of silver, some sort of a cloth, not sure, or fabric. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure I got this from my friend Fran. So I figured, well, silver I could pull in, just to have something different. And then I have this. So this, if you can see it, it's so faint. It actually even looks better, more prominent on the camera than it does in person. Because in person, it looks like it's a white piece of fabric with silver on it. That's what it looks like. When I hold it up like this, it looks very gray. But in person, it almost has like a silvery, shimmery effect to it. So I have that as well. Now, I tried really hard, excuse me, to stay away from gray. It was very tempting to pull out gray. And I'm like, no, I'm really going to try not to pull out the gray. And I did I think a good job. So this is like a lot for a little 2" by 3 3" journal, isn't it? Oops. Oopsie daisy. All right, so now I have to decide what size. Now, maybe I'll do like a size like that. Let's measure. I like this size. This is a little different. It is, just over, it's like 3 3/4 by, 4.5. That's a nice size. I like it. Maybe I'll kind of go with this. This will be one of my pages. So what I tend to do, and I don't know if I'm going to do it in this journal, is I tend to use fabric for pages, and then I use my other fabric for my blocks, and then I sew the blocks onto the pages. But in watching Susan, so last Wednesday, check out her video from last Wednesday where she is selecting her fabrics and she gets started on it. And it's hard. She even had like not a hard time picking out this size, but like that first page is like the hardest, right? Because, well, that kind of sets the tone for the rest of your book. And yeah, so I guess I'm having the same problem right now. So like even like, so maybe I won't, I don't know what to do, because like this stuff is like so pretty that I don't know that I want to necessarily cover it up, right? So if these fabrics are my block and I sew a whole bunch of stuff on top of it, I'm covering up the pattern. But if I use, let me grab an example. But if I used, let's say I used a piece of this. Let me just kind of fold it up. So say I had a page, right, because it has to be folded in half. So say it was about this long, right? So this is a page that will be folded in half to make my book. Then I would take pieces of my fabrics and I would actually have blocks, meaning, so I might have fabric like this cut into the right size, where this is what I would actually sew onto. I would sew onto this, and then once I had these blocks done, then I would take my page, right? And I would sew the block onto the page. So I like that because then I can take this and I can cut up my fabrics, and the fabrics can be more of the highlight or the focus of my pages. So you know what? I'm talking myself into doing that. Let me grab a scissor. So if I had this, and say I just want to cut this a little bit because this is a little bit too big for a block. So this is a little smaller. So say I had this size. Then I would have to make sure, and this is not the right size. I know this is not big enough, but I'll go and I'll find the right size where, well, I'll probably have to tear it. And then I'll make my pages so that I can put the block on the pages once they're done. So that means I can work on the blocks without them being sewn into my book. So very much, really exactly like what I'm doing with my Roxy journal stitchery, right? And I really like that effect because, or that way of doing it, because it, like I said, it's just, even like my cloth covered journal, which is, the inside of it is all paper, but I even made that to where I can pull the pages out and work on them, because that's the way I like to work. So all right, so now I have, this is actually going to be my template for my pages. And it is 4 1/4 by 3 by 4 1/4. That's it right there. So I'm going to tear a whole bunch of these, and this is a piece of a linen napkin, and I use them. I even use them for my Roxy journal. I use them really for pretty much everything. And then I'm going to decide, then my next big decision is this. And I really loved that Susan, I don't know, it was really inspiring watching her, because, you know, everybody works differently. So I would like to maybe pick one of these fabrics to be the cover, and maybe not do too much to it. I don't know, you know, and it would probably be one of these right here. Well, it couldn't be this one, because this one I don't have enough fabric to do it. So it would be, yep, I could even do this one. So it would be one of these 4. So let me know for the cover which one I should go with. Should I go with the canvas piece, which is this one? Should I go with the one that has more of like a wood, like a tree kind of effect going on? Or the small plaid or the big buffalo plaid, that's what it's called, or the buffalo plaid. Let me know. What should I use for my cover? You guys let me know. We'll take a vote. You let me know. Because I could use any of these. I think they're all pretty. So that is it for today's Crafty Slow Stitch and Crafty, what the heck is Crafty Chit Chat and Slow Stitching video. So you can definitely check out my Wednesday videos, which are always about my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery project. And and I have other videos, collaborations during the week that I like to host, and they're always open collaborations, which anyone is welcome to join in. So check those out. I have 2 going on this month, one on Thursday with scripture journaling cards, and then on Fridays in the month of April with stencils. So, and they're just both beginning, so you are welcome to still join in if interested. All right, so I'll try to remember to put the announcement videos for those 2 open collaborations below in my description box. So that's it. This is the world I'm living in. I have fabric everywhere. Oh, I have rickrack. I could pull out rickrack too. I have black and white rickrack. See, I mean, once you get thinking, it's like endless. It's endless. But I'm really happy with what I have. So, yep. So I will see you next Monday for another Crafty Chit Chat and Slow Stitching video. Bye-bye, everybody.